What is up, Pokepeeps and Masters? It is Russ here, PokeRuss here, and we are back for some more Duel Links action, and a new box just dropped last night. So it's pretty freaking snazzy, and we're going to pop it open and we're going to review the set. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up the free 10 packs or whatever that we get pretty much every time we do box releases. We're going to go over the cards as we pull them and open them and all that kind of stuff. And then we're going to just go over the rest of the cards, anything I think is good after that and stuff like that. So we're just going to pretty much go over the entire set and what I think of and how I think it's going to affect the meta. So we're going to pop open to this. I decided to choose Luca since it is kind of his box because he's got his little baby toy dragon here. So this is actually a mini box. So it only comes with 3 ultras, a decent amount of supers, and then from there rares. But it does unlock more synchros for the game, which is absolutely hype and all that kind of stuff. So we're gonna pop this open. Let's not spoil anything, and let's pop right open. We're gonna open up 10 packs. Let's see. Can we get Power Tool in the first 10 packs? First pack, Booyah! Golden, 3 Kribo. We didn't get an explosion. It's an effect monster, so I'm thinking a super. I'm thinking, I don't know. Morph Transition. Okay, activate. When a face that Morphatronic you control is selected as an attack target, negate the attack and change the battle position of the Morphatronic monster. So that helps it switch into its attack and defense forms, and it allows it to get its different effects. A lot of Morphatronics have a different effect when they're in attack or defense mode. Morphatronic Scramble. Activate only when your opponent declares an attack or direct attack while you control no monsters. Negate the attack and special summon a Morphatronic monster. That's pretty cool. That can actually set up for, if your opponent only has 1 monster, I guess that can set up for some future plays if you want to go into Power Tool Dragon. I'm not exactly sure how, unless we get some pretty decent equip spells in this set, I don't know how good Power Tool is, because right now Power Tool really doesn't have the tools he needs. We got Morphatronic Cellphonin. Okay, so I can't even read this because it's so tiny. While this is in attack position once per turn, you can roll a 6-sided dice. Oh yeah, then you get special summon if you... we'll read it once we can see it a little bit better. Okay. Morphatronic Scramble. Morphatronic Force Field. Negate the activation of a spell or trap card that would destroy a Morphatronic monster you control and destroy it. Add 1 Morphatronic card from your deck to your hand. Okay. And we got Vylon Sigma. Okay, so this is a, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-star synchro. 1 light tuner and 1 or more non-tuner light monsters. It's pure light, 1800 attack, 1000 defense. When this card declares an attack, if this is the only monster you control, you can equip 1 equip spell from your deck to this face-up card. That's super interesting. So this set definitely has a lot to do with equip spells. That's pretty freaking awesome. Hopefully that'll make them a little bit better, but it's going to be hard with 3 spells and 3 trap card zones. Let's see. Next pack. Guts of Steel. So in this set we also got Scraps. Scraps is something that I definitely remember from playing in a real TCG. Hopefully, I know they're missing some key cards, but hopefully they can still be a cool little deck in this format. Select 3 Scrap monsters in your graveyard. Your opponent picks one of them, and you can special summon it to either side of the field. Remove the rest from play. Interesting. Scrap Rage. Activate only during damage calculation. If a defensive position Scrap monster is on the field is attacked, it gains 2000 defense and is destroyed at the end of the battle phase. Okay. And Scrap Lube. Select 1 Scrap monster in the graveyard, special summon that monster from the graveyard. Its effect is negated, and when this card is removed from the field, destroy that monster. When the monster is removed from the field, destroy this card. You cannot conduct a battle phase a turn you activate this card. Okay. Interesting. It does show... Is that Scrap Dragon? I think that's Scrap Dragon, but also Scrap Dragon's not in this set. We got Scrap Hunter. Okay. Scrap Hunter is a level 3. Once per turn, you can select a face-up Scrap monster you control, except that this card, destroy it, add 1 tuner monster from your deck to the graveyard. That's interesting. I think that gets the level 1 Scrap tuner to the discard pile, which is what you want. Double Tool C and D. We'll have to check this one out, because again, its text is a little bit tinier. And Wind-Up Soldier. Ooh, do we get Wind-Ups? Okay, what Wind-Ups did we get this set? We got Insectors, which was a huge meta in the real TCG, and now we're getting Wind-Ups, which is the, not counter, but it came out around the same, like, the sets came with Wind-Ups and Insectors, and they are both super huge. So that was actually a Wind-Up loop. During your main phase, you can increase this card's level by 1, and it gains 400 attack, so it gives us 2200 attack. Until the end phase, this card can only use the effect once while it's faced up on the field. That's interesting. So once it can become a 2200 attacker, plus it's a warrior and earth. So that's gonna be very useful. Scrap Crash. Activate only when a scrap monster you control is destroyed and sent to the graveyard. Destroy all spell and trap cards on the field. Interesting. Scrap Searcher. Here we go. This is Scrap Searcher. Okay, it's not Tuner. Okay, so Scrap Search. When you control a scrap monster, except for Scrap Searcher, when a scrap monster other than scrap you control, other than Scrap Searcher, is destroyed and sent to the graveyard while this is in your graveyard, you can special summon this card from your graveyard. When you special summon, destroy all face-up monsters you control except for scrap monsters. Okay, so this sets you up for more scrap plays. Obviously, what you're playing in this is a solo scrap deck, mono scrap, as you may say. But interesting. This allows you for nice sack plays. And Vylon Cube. When if this card is sent from the graveyard for a synchro summon of a light monster, you can add one equipped spell from your deck to your hand. Interesting. Maybe we'll build a Vylon deck on the channel. Wind Up Key. Legendary Wind Up Key. If change all face-up Wind Up monsters you control to defense mode. Okay. Scrap Shark. When an effect monster's effect or a spell or trap is activated, destroy this face-up card on the field. If this card is destroyed by the effect of a scrap and sent to the graveyard, send one scrap from your deck to your graveyard. Interesting. Interessante. Next card. Oh, this is the new Buster. Buster Whelp. This is the new card that's gonna put Blue Eyes in the grave. Yeah. So we're gonna see how this card handles with the metas. We pulled one of the ultras in the first 10 packs. We got a rainbow pack here. Power Pickaxe. Once per turn, you can select and remove one monster from your opponent's graveyard whose level is less than or equal to the monster equipped, and have the equipped monster gain 500 attack until the end phase. Interesting. It's interesting because there's a lot of effects that are going on now that have in the graveyard with Chaos and with like all these different effects, Blue Eyes, all that kind of stuff for hires, and being able to inherently have a way for Vylons and Power Tool Dragon to remove stuff from the graveyard. Pretty nifty, and plus gain attack. We've already gone over Scrap Hunter. Naturia, we got more Naturia support. Ooh, Naturia Butterfly. Once per turn, when your opponent activates or declares an attack, you can send the top card of your deck to the graveyard and negate the attack. Next card, we got Vylon Element. Vylon Element. When a face-up Vylon equipped spell you control are destroyed, except during the damage step, you can special summon an equal or lower Vylon tuner from your deck. Equal number of lower Vylon tuner monsters from your deck. Okay. Interesting. You cannot be used for a synchro summon except for synchroing into a Vylon synchro monster. Strap and desynchro. Target one synchro monster on the field. Return the target to extra deck. If all the monsters that were used to synchro summon are in the graveyard, you can special summon all of them. Pack 9, Legendary Key, Vylon Segmot's new. Equipped only to a Vylon monster, it cannot be targeted by opponent's monster's effects or trap cards. Super nice. Super nice. If this face-up card is on the field, sent to the graveyard, add one Vylon spell card from your deck to your hand. We've already gone over Vylon Cube. Last pack. Okay, we got a synchro. Hopefully it's the Little Leo. I want the Little Leo. Guardian K... This is the Guardian we didn't have. Guts of Steel, and we got Atomic Scrap Dragon. Okay, this is the big scrap boy. Okay, so... Okay, this guy is one of the ones we need to read. When this is normal summon, you can add one Sword Destruction card from your deck to your hand, except for Buster Whelp of the Destruction Swordsman. You can use one of the following effects once per turn, and only once that turn. You contribute this monster to summon a Buster Blader from your hand or graveyard. If this card is in your graveyard, you control Buster Blader. You can discard a Destruction Spore Sword to special summon it. Interesting. Read this effect. Zelphonian. Okay. You can roll a 6-sided dice. Then reveal cards on top of your deck equal to the number you roll, special summon a level 4 or lower Morphotronic among them, ignoring its summoning condition, shuffle the rest of your deck, and while in defense position once per turn, you can roll 6-sided dice with the top cards of your deck of equal to the number you roll and return them in the same order. So this attack 1 allows you to, it's a level 1, it's not a tuner, but if you can make like a level 5 or a level 6 a synchro or something, I don't know. Interessante. Scrap Dragon. 1 scrap tuner and 2 or more non-tuner monsters. So you only need a scrap tuner to make this. Once per turn, you can select 1 card you control and the 3 cards in your opponent's graveyard. Destroy this target and return the cards to the deck. Opponent's cards to the deck. When this card is destroyed by opponent's card effect, either by battle or by card effect, and sent to the graveyard, select 1 non-synchro scrap monster in your graveyard and special summon it. Interesting. I like that. We read that. We didn't. Did we read? Yeah, we did. I think we read Lube. Anything else that looked like it had a lot of text that we didn't read? I think we pretty much got everything. Okay, so let's go over the cards that we didn't see. Power Tool Dragon. Obviously, this is a card has been in the game. It's only available to Worth Lucas skill, but now we can have it in our decks. 1 tuner plus 1 or more non-tuner. Once per turn, reveal 3 equip spells from your deck. Your opponent randomly selects 1, and the rest are shuffled back into deck. If this card be destroyed while equipped with an equip spell, send 1 of those cards to the graveyard instead. Pretty awesome. And this is the piece of resistance, Memory of Adversity. Adversary. When an opponent's monster declares an attack against you, you take damage equal to that monster's attacks, and if you do, banish that monster during the end phase of your opponent's next turn, special summon that monster to the field. So, pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. You basically take the attack as a direct attack, and you get to banish the monster. I think that's pretty sick, and I think that's going to be super interesting. Especially to get rid of some crazy monsters. There's Scrap Chimera we missed. Cannot be used for single monster except for a single referring to Scrap Monster. We also have Scrap Monster. When you normal summon this, select 1 Scrap Tuner in your graveyard and special summon it. So that's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome right there. That's gonna be your key to building your Scrap engine up. Morphotronic Scopin. When attack position, you can special summon a level 4 monster from your hand, destroy at the end phase. So you do this, special summon a level 4. Okay, yeah, you special summon a level 4 with this and instantly synchro into Power Tool. Pretty awesome. Leo Drake, which I would definitely want to pull. Earth and Earth. Vylon Epson. Light plus a non-tuner. Or a light tuner plus any non-tuner. Equip cards equipped to this cannot be targeted by your opponent's card's effect. And you can send 1 equip card to the graveyard to target 1 monster your opponent controls and destroy it. Destruction Swordman Fusion. Fusion summon 1 fusion monster that has Buster Blade. This is the other card that's pretty broke. So this helps Buster Whelp get rid of the Blue Eyes decks. Scrap Storm. See, this allows you to use your opponent's stuff, which is important because you just use your opponent's dragons. Scrap Storm. Target a scrap monster you control. Send a scrap monster from your deck to your graveyard, then draw 1 card, then destroy that monster. Okay. Pretty crazy. Junk Box. Select and special summon 1 level 4 or less scrap or Morphotronic monster from your graveyard, destroyed during the end phase. Morphotronic Acceleration, return 1 Morphotronic monster from your hand to your deck, destroy 1 card on the field, and draw a card. Scrap Breaker. I'm not going to go over every card. Orthos is pretty nice. Yeah, we didn't pull an Orthos. Bradion. A lot more Vylon, okay. When this card is sent from the monster zone to the graveyard, pay 500 life points, select 1 face-up monster you control, equip this to it, and during the end phase, if the equipped monster battled an opponent's monster, destroy the opponent's monster. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty freaking awesome. We pulled that. We pulled that. There's the Kia. So this one, equipped, gains 500, negate the effect of all other spell cards that target the equipped monster, and if you do, destroy that spell card. Then we're getting to the normal monsters and stuff like that. Wind Up Warrior. Overwind. Scrap Shark. Wind Up Dog. So we haven't gotten any of the broken wind-ups. Wylon Filament and Zen Mayarch. Okay, Cool. So this is a cool little set. I don't know how much of this set. There's a couple cards I want 1 or 2 copies of. That's probably what I'll gun for. But other than that, I'm probably not picking up too much of this set. It is a cool little set, but nothing other than bringing down the big guy being blue eyes in the big blue eyes in the room. I don't see too much crazy coming out of the set. I could be wrong. Only the time will tell. In the future, we'll see. But if you like this kind of content, make sure to head down there. Hit that like button down below if you like this kind of content, if you like me going over new packs as they come out, before we get to use them and all, or when we get to use them and all that kind of stuff. Let me know if you want to see some more event footage, or if you want to see, let me know what you want to see from Duel Links on my channel, and I will see what I can do with that feedback. I will see you guys in the next episode. If you like I said, we have all kinds of TCG stuff on the channel, Dragon Ball Super, Duel Links, PTCGO, all that kind of stuff. Hit that like button, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day. Bye, guys.